I'm here in the rear of redoubt number 9, close to, if you can look off into the distance there, I'm very close to the Blakeley River. On April 8th, 1865, the Spanish fort 4 miles to the south was overrun on the northern flank by the Federal besiegers. And the Confederates there, under General Gibson, arranged an evacuation route through a treadway pier, a secret treadway pier that they had construction off the rear of Spanish Fort into the Delta Marsh, where they had transports waiting for them, steamers and other types of vessels waiting for them. However, what happened was that was about 2,000 men that were trying to evacuate on a single treadway pier, single file line, and under very dark conditions. Colonel Bush Jones of Holtzclaw's brigade, who was commanding Holtzclaw's brigade at the time, was worried that they were going to get caught, that they weren't going to be able to get all those roughly 2,000 troops out of there in time before the sunlight appeared the next morning. So he decided to take some troops, I don't know the exact number, but they trekked through the swamp, 4 miles through the swamp, and this gives you an idea of what they had to go through. But if you can imagine, they did this in the cover of darkness at night, no flashlights. They had to be quiet. They were very close to Federal troops as they were marching through the swamp from the rear of Spanish Fort all the way up to Fort Blakeley, where we're at now. And I believe somewhere in here is where that route, that evacuation route, that secondary escape route was, through the marsh. And they had staked it out, before the siege. I think some engineers from the Confederate forces, along with some soldiers of the 9th Texas, from what my archival records show, staked off a course or a route that led back up to Fort Blakeley. And there, on the morning of April 9th, the evacuating garrison, half of the evacuation garrison of Spanish Fort, probably came somewhere around here as they entered the rear of Fort Blakeley on the morning of April 9th. They didn't stay at Fort Blakeley very long. General Maury recalled them all to Mobile, so they left that morning, and during the day, within the view of the Federal besiegers of Fort Blakeley, who believed that the Fort Blakeley was also evacuating. And that evening at 5:30 p.m., they assaulted Fort Blakeley and captured most of the garrison. Only about maybe 100 to 150 Confederates escaped on the Blakeley River. But I'm here and overlooking the swamp in the rear of redoubt number 9 at Fort Blakeley, and it was here, somewhere in this vicinity, I think probably right where I'm standing, is a likely location of where those Confederates that have escaped from Spanish Fort traveled to, through the swamp at night, no flashlights or anything like that, and made it safely to Fort Blakeley on the morning of April 9th. I just think about how treacherous or how difficult and arduous that journey must have been in the pitch darkness on the swamps of the Blakeley River. But I'm here at Blakeley Park. This is kind of the end. I don't even know if I was on the General Liddell Trail. It's called the General Liddell Trail, but I'm not positive. I think I went past it, above and beyond, down there into the swamp. But as you can see, the Confederates really made an amazing journey on the evening of April 8th to come to safety here at Fort Blakeley on the morning of April 9th.